Hello everyone and welcome back to GamingDroid and welcome back to Restreaming. The Polyticks are here. So let's review where we were. We'd just come out of a war with this group down here, and we've been adding people into our empire. So far these guys aren't in our empire, although they share the same colour scheme with us, which is mildly annoying. Hey Jazdu, we've got ourselves, we've got the Trade Commission. And we have... they're vassalized to us. And we have the Chinor, Stellar Union, as partners. Hey, Springtrap! So the next thing we've got to do is either expand and conquer more territory, or we've got to politic our way through it. And I'm kind of hoping we can do some politicking. I'm kind of hoping that these guys who have been eaten into from both sides... See, they are our rival, so they're minus 100. They won't. They don't want to join us in a federation because they've got hatred of the Chinor, I believe. Yeah, they won't join us because of the Chinor. These guys have minus 8 to accepting invitation for the federation. So let's see what we've got. They're homogenic imperialists, which is one of the major problems. Other than that, we just kind of need to increase their attitude with us. You made an official Twitch account. Awesome, Jazdu. How are you doing, Springtrap? So let's offer them a trade deal. Let's offer them an instant transfer of like 10k energy, and an instant transfer of what? 5,000. And we'll play that through and see if that actually allows us to become allies. So that was a very, very good trade deal. And that has moved us from minus 8 with these guys to minus 1. Oh, we're very, very close. So offer trade deal. Let's give them another 5,000.
Construction complete.
And they've accepted that. Now, invite federation. Confirm. Popularity Compact voted to invite them in. Response to the invite. We've considered your offer carefully and decided to join. Yes! So now... we are this entire upper half of literally the only part of the galaxy that is not part of our federation is down here. It's this guy, these guys, and these guys. We've got all the building underway on those planets now. The question is, if we jump some science ships down here, as we do have a spare science ship, let's throw a science ship down into that one. So now, in reality, these guys are probably going to be our next target. So let's get our vessels upgraded. Fleet Manager. Let's reinforce you.
In progress.
And Fleet Manager, let's get some more political power class. And a couple more destroyers, and then we'll reinforce the coast as well. How's our research going on? Our research is doing pretty well. The question is, do we have any ship design upgrades? So political power. Doesn't look like we've got anything better going at the moment. We've gotten a better reactor booster, but we don't need a better reactor booster. In fact, we don't even need the reactor booster we've got, because without this reactor booster, say we switch in some afterburners, we've still got enough power. What about an auxiliary fire control? That gives us plus 5% chance to hit. The ship design is being built. Oh yeah, because I just set everything to reinforce, so of course we're building it. How are you doing today, Doggy Man?
Research complete.
Hey, so that's Hydroponic Farms 3. Habitability +5, fleet command, habitability modification allows us to change the preference planet type for a species. Regenerative hull's quite useful, and we are 4,000 into that. But let's do the ecological management, because we do have a planet with toxic kelp blockers.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
Excellent. So now these guys are a Holy Guardians.
Construction complete.
So in reality, they're never going to be friends with us. So they are actually going to be something we're going to deal with. They are actually a fallen empire, I think.
Colony established.
Which is why they're not willing to make any sort of political overtures towards us. So let's get a gene clinic on the run nice and early. And let's also get a spiral feed energy. We don't have anything good to put a spiral feed energy on, so let's clear this blocker and we'll put a spiral feed energy there later. Hey Ofo, welcome to the stream, and to Pius. So just to recap the start of the stream for those people who didn't know, I threw 20,000 energy and 10,000 minerals at the Zircon and convinced them to join our Federation. I basically just bribed them into the Federation. So what have we got? We've got battleships, whirlwind missiles, and the Citadel Station. Let's get battleships on the go.
Research complete.
Following a long period of growing support for the Alien Reform Observatory, the Onarch Trade Commission is finally embracing the faction, adopting the core values and policies. Yay! Edict costs and slave production. Galactic Stock Exchange. Plus 10% energy credits. Hypercoms Forum. Produces quite a lot of Unity. Climate Restoration. Ooh, I like climate restoration. Federations are good. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is a vassal. Federation, Federation partner, Federation partner. So yeah, we are in a pretty powerful one. Ooh, we've found a new alien species. We found the Roe species. Survey, 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 survey. Hey, Shibe! Again on a long car trip. Nice to Pius. So, up here we've got a very sort of dug-in pirate sector, which has got a combination of 9,000 and 5,000. We've got enough force to break it, but it's going to be hard to break. I mean, look at this pirate fleet. Look at this pirate fleet. Look at all of these asteroid cruisers. And, yeah, that's going to be hard to beat. So we're just upgrading or sort of reinforcing stuff at the moment. And as we are upgrading and reinforcing stuff at the moment, I think we're in a reasonably good position. Let's get a... What have we got here? Jump time. Where are you? Why on earth do you, in the middle of our blinking empire, why on earth do you as a station have so many defense... Oh, they're trading hubs. Oh, okay. I suppose you can have another trading hub. And you can have a fleet... No, naval logistics office. As the middle of our empire, that producing lots and lots of energy is not a bad thing. Let's lay down another couple of star bases while we've got the information. And we've got a few uplifted species who are acting as vassals as well. Ended up being a tech giant. Nice! I am, I think, technologically superior to pretty much everything. Oh yeah, we can upgrade all of our worlds. I kind of wish there was a way I could turn my worlds that aren't Tomb Worlds into Tomb Worlds. Because Tomb Worlds are actually ridiculously overpowered because no one else can settle them. So, even if they take over the planets, they don't have anything to do with them. They can't like do anything with the planets, even if they settle them, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Like, I think that's a great thing. Let's move you guys off energy and unity on the planetary capital and put you down on cyto revitalization chamber so that we can get some more cyto powers coming in. Now that we've got this, we can actually clear out these blockers and make a bit more space. And we've got 30,000 energy. I mean, we can afford it. So let's just rack all of that up to clear out. These are already set to clear. Yeah, they're already set to clear, so we can rack up the upgrades to go. And look at all of this. Like, this is going to be a major clearing project. Hey, Riox, welcome to the stream. So let's start moving our ships down in this direction. It's such a snowball with tech. The more you get, better it just keeps going. It's like that in pretty much any tactics game. Like, getting a tech advantage is pretty much the be-all and end-all of tactics games. We could get gateway travel, but energy storage for a better power plant system. I mean, let's grab gateway because it's a rare tech. It's going to take a while to research, but it will give us the ability to jump around the areas.
Construction complete.
It's not that confusing, dude. It's just a 4X. Like, I've been playing 4Xs since I was about 10 years old, so I can deal with 4Xs quite easily. This time, hopefully, you'll see endgame. Have you kept being killed before endgame? It's always frustrating when you're perpetually being killed just before endgame. Let's get another couple of colony ships up and running.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Dude, have you ever played Space Empires Gold? Or Space Empires 4 Gold? Space Empires 4 was basically turn-based tactics game. Very, very similar to this, actually. So let's get... we've got plenty of food coming in at the moment, so let's get some minerals. Actually, no, I tell you what, let's get a Loop Institute going. And then up here we can get a mining network. And down here on this spot we can get a spiral feed power generator. Then new update. Ah, I see. Kind of, Rayox. A turn-based, like this one is real-time, but you know I can pause it and give commands. A turn-based 4X game kind of looks very similar to this, and what you do is, instead of pressing space, playing for a bit, and then pressing space to pause it, it automatically pauses. So basically you rack up a bunch of actions, and then you hit return. And that sort of moves it on one step. So things are done in stages rather than being done all at once.
Construction complete.
It's actually very, very good. Hey! Boon Biffy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let's grab this planet as well. Basically, I'm just trying to get as many planets as I can. Because if we look at victory conditions... Victory conditions are under... Where are victory conditions under again? I've completely forgotten where I find victory conditions. For some weird reason. Why is my brain melted and is stopping me knowing where victory conditions are? Droid, when are you going to do another raft stream? I'm going to do another raft stream when I do another raft stream, dude. Okay, so our recycling education campaigns are ended, but that's fine. We'll just reinitialize those. I don't have enough for any of these, but I might go with something like Philosopher's Mindset if we feel like it, just to get a little bit more research going. In Space Empires 4 Gold, which is available on Steam, it's a very, very old game and has bad graphics, but actually has It's a turn-based version of Stellaris, basically, a very old turn-based version of Stellaris, and actually has better vehicle building. Like, the amount of customization you can do with vehicles in Space Empires is amazing. So I want to join you and work on my corner. Yes, I'm aware, but, like, I'm not necessarily going to be on the same save, and I'm also, as I said, like, I can't, like, have people in stream every time. I'm just chill. Okay, so that's a good research center. So let's set up a basic research center there. We'll move you across to here and set up a spiral loop feed power hub, and up here we'll set up a gene clinic so that we've got medical care, basically advanced medical care.
Complete.
And you can start laying down mining stations. That's the sort of one of the small problems. It's not like a major problem, but it's one of the small problems with allowing people on streams as a streamer, is then they expect to be allowed on every stream, and it's like, or they start saying, like, when are we next going to be streaming? It's like, we weren't streaming, you joined me on a game. And that sounds really harsh thing to say, but it's kind of like, I kind of need to be able to manage my streams without the concerns of stuff like that. Right, so let's see, how many of our fleets have we got here? We've got all 3 of our fleets there. So this is going to be a little bit of a difficult fight, so we're going to make sure we've got generals in place. So what have we got? We've got leader experience, lifespan, so that's all just lifespan. But they will give a slight damage bonus to the fleet just by being an admiral. So we're going to equip the fleets with admirals. And then we're going to go and attack. So this is going to be quite the fight. This is going to be quite the fight. But we've got like 3 very major fleets, and they've all got armor and shield ignoring. Hey Andy Pearl, welcome to the stream. They've all got armor and shield ignoring abilities, so they'll all just cut straight through the armor and shields. They won't bother even damaging them. And they'll do straight HP damage, which is one of the most effective ways of dealing damage, especially to things like pirates. Hey, Karumi, welcome to the stream. How you doing, dude? We strike at the heart of malice. So we're immediately going up against... okay, yes.
Construction complete.
So we're immediately going up against a galleon class. Ooh. Okay, so that's a galleon class. It's got 40,000 hull points. So let's just have a look at the galleon class. It's got a lot of missiles. It's got some point defense. Well, we don't use any missiles, so the point defense is wasted. Hanging in there, just waiting to sleep and watch anime. Awesome. It's got a lot of UV lasers, which have reduction to shield damage, and we've got some decent neutronium shields. So we've got some decent advanced shields on our ships. We've got some decent grade 5 hyper shields. So considering it's got reduced damage to shields, we should be able to hold up to it reasonably well. This 10,000, however, is going to go and intercept this group up here. Because this group up here has mainly missiles. We do have a bit of point defense. They've got some cannons and some lasers. Hopefully we're just going to cut through this quickly. I'm not sure why we're doing damage to... Oh, it's because this fleet here, this one that was fighting first, this has the old class. So it's got the campaign class, but it's also got the old Mustang class, which has the lasers on it. So that's why we're dealing damage to shielding. So now that we've got our laser beams up, we just look at that hull points melt. Just look at those hull points just melt when we were actually doing it, shooting at it. We're not shooting at it anymore, but those hull points were melting. Oh, he warped out. Good. Is that a Lego brick at the top? Yes, that's the building. That's the construction complete. It's a little kind of design of a brick. Hey, Kevin. We're slicing through these guys pretty fast, and they can't warp out because we're in their final sector. You can see that like we're barely even touching the shield, and yet we're just stripping their HP down to nothing. Now, admittedly, Some of us are warping out and some of us are dying. We're taking quite a bit of damage. The main thing we're taking damage from is this guy, because he's just got so many HP. I mean, 40,000 HP. Compare that with one of these guys that has 1,200. But now we're kind of focusing in on this guy. This guy is toast. Through tough and hard experiences, developed new skills. Nice. So one of our animals went up to level 3 and level 4. One of our animals went up to level 3 and one of our animals went up to level 2. So let's see what we lost. We lost 2 destroyers, 4 corvettes, a cruiser. So what? We lost 4 destroyers, 5 corvettes, 2 cruisers and 2 raider class. That's fine. That's not terrible. And we have taken control of this sector, which is excellent. So you guys are all just going to go and head home for repairs. So now that we've wiped that out, someone can come along and either scan this or deal with it for us. I don't really have the spare people at the moment. This is another planet, so we're going to grab that. No, you can't grab that? Why can't you grab that? Oh, it's not fully surveyed. Oh, okay. Where's my nearest planet? You. Make me a science... that's Democrat. This button. Make me a science vessel, please. Oh, we got 2 people move onto the planet. Nice. So let's get a little bit more hydroponics up. We'll get a little bit more research up. And we'll get a little bit more energy production in. So we need more energy production. And... should we do a monument? No, let's just do more energy production. More energy production! All the energy. Because we've got plenty of minerals coming in. We're a little bit shy on energy. What have we got? We've got autocannons. I don't care about autocannons. Large plasteel armor and plasma thrusters. I don't really care about those either, to be fair. Like, none of that seems to be stuff that I'm interested in, really. We've got a colony ship ready to go. So which of these is best? We've got a few planets that look okay. This actually looks like the best because it's got Betharium on it. So let's go down into Fevalon. And we'll send our colony ship to colonize. And we'll drop it down... I suppose there. As for our current planets, I think, to be honest, Echeron and Borobo are ready to go into a sector. So you are already next to Congress sector. So if we go down to the sectors, we can add those in to Congress. So Congress, manage sector. You can get these guys, and you can also get Borobo. So that reduces our income slightly, but it means that we've got those 2 sectors completed out of our 2 planets completed out.
Construction complete.
All the repairs have been completed. We'll reinforce these vessel groups again. Which will cost us a little bit of money, but not particularly fussed. And we should have a spare science vessel, which needs a scientist. Increased lifespan is fine. We don't have anything like survey speed, do we? No. Increased lifespan is fine. You're going to spend your entire life on a ship researching stuff. So, what is it that we need to scan? Up here. Survey, survey, and survey. I thought I'd already surveyed those, but obviously not.
Construction complete.
We've got no planets down here, so it's not massively important to get the planets, or to get these areas, but I'll grab that one anyway. %100% habitability for the droids, or the Onok.
System survey complete.
Don't really care about the Onok though. Just got a bunch of small fleets. They're in charge of the fleets at the moment, but when we become in charge of the fleets, I might try and merge a lot of the fleets together, see if we can't make it a little bit less. Just all over the place with fleets. And we've got another colony ship. Yay! So, what colony, what planets haven't we colonized? Got a few planets up here. What about you? Ooh, hello. So, there should be a nice planet in this sector. Wait, what? One of these Oh, it's in Jabbeth. Oops. I thought it was in there, but it wasn't. It was in Jabbeth. So you can colonize this planet. We'll drop you down up here. Welcome back, Jazdu. So one of our planets just picked up some slum sectors. That's fine. We'll just go through and see if we can find the slum sectors. Upgrading stuff as we go, just to making sure everything is okay. Must have been one of the ones in one of our... Oh no, here it is. How on earth have you developed slums already when there's barely anyone living on the planet? You strange creatures. So this is a fallen empire. We won't be able to interact with them, and they're very, very powerful. So they're a little bit dangerous for us. They've closed their borders to us, so they're an aggressive fallen empire. But these guys... We cannot propose this because we have declared the Chinos Stellar Union a rival.
Construction complete.
Ah, so they're rivals with the Chinor. Okay. That's fine. Let's get you building. And how are you doing with your survey of this sector? Very slow.
Construction complete.
We're slowly sort of tweaking up and down power-wise as we make and destroy things. Chinos Stellar region, which is to declare war. Fine. We'll go to war again. I've still got some of my armies settled here, so... The Space Droid Empire will rule the world. I mean, space. The Polyticks. The Polyticks will rule all.
Complete.
Okay, so we're going to come down here. Hey, Pi! Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Complete.
How you doing, Pi? As you can see, me and my Federation own, like, a majority of the space. So... I still completely forgotten where I find victory conditions. It's not politics and sectors. It's not politics and policies and edicts. It's not factions. It's not in claims. And I don't have enough resources to put down claims down here anyway. Wow! 616 because they're so far away from me. Like, I'll not be able to own any of this unless I send someone down here, like a colony ship down here. Which would be very difficult, because there's actually no way. These guys have actually locked off this entire back corner of the Empire. I'd have to go through the enemy Empire. Interesting. Where are you, Pulkor? Where is Pulkor Station? Pulkor Station is up here. Oh. Not sure why Pulkor Station has... or why Pulkor Station exists, but I suppose it can have... all of those. Why not? And we'll just head down. Like, we won't be able to claim any of these, but we will be able to bring them into the Federation. So,
Incoming transmission.
Migration Treaty from the Hannic Star Republic. Sure. Where are the Hannic Star Republic? Are you the Row? Oh, it's in here. There it is. Thank you very much, Pi. I'm glad you're doing well. Friday is pretty good. So we need to own another 18 habitable planets ourselves, or we need to get another 3 habitable planets into the Empire to get a Federation victory, into the Federation. So 3 more habitable planets into the Empire. 1, 2, and where can we get another habitable planet into the Empire? We can't go through these people. So basically we need to capture this sector. This sector, if we capture it, that's a habitable planet, we can take over the world. Bork comes in and curls up next to Droid Senpai. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Starpup. How are you doing today? So actually, this war might be a good thing for us, because we can bring our forces down here, and we can literally just take this section, and that will be victory for us. Let's get another colony ship on. Crikey. Let's upgrade all the things. Upgrade all the things. And then we've got unemployed guys down here, which we'll give a plus 10% minerals to. We'll drop a power plant and another minerals mine and another minerals mine and research bay and power plant. You've got unemployed? Well, fine. He's unemployed, but there's not many buildings on the planet, so... So what have we got? We've got claim influence, we've got habitability, hydroponics farms. Again, we don't have any kind of food storage. That's my main problem. I'm pretty good, Star. Thank you very much. Let's get the habitability up slightly. Why not? I love how these guys started a war here, and they actually haven't moved any armies down here yet. Like, where are your fleets? Your fleets are still up here. God damn it, people.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Excellent. Keep surveying systems around here. I mean, I know it's behind this empire, but you never know. We might take over this empire at some point. Oh, level 4 Gauss cannons. Look at all those Gauss cannons. Just racked up, ready to kill. That's a lot of Gauss cannons. So that's not even a station that depends on missile fire. That station is well and heavily invested in Gauss cannons. Healthcare campaign. That's fine. That's just energy. Oh, we got the battleship design. Lovely. We could go for engineering facilities for more research, but we might as well just drop into plasteel at the moment. Let's go into ship designer. Battleships. Let's make a new battleship design. Hey, hello, welcome to the stream. So what have we got battleship-wise? We've got the broadside bow, which is small, medium, and large weapons. The artillery bow, which is large weapons, and the hangar bow, which is hangars, mediums, and point defense. Staying up late to do work on sprites for a game I'm making. Awesome! So, if I went with the hangar bow, I could go with fightercraft. The enemy we're fighting at the moment does have some point defense, but not many. Then midline section, I could go for a carrier core. Like, I could go for like a full-on carrier. So if I went with this, I could call it the campaign bus. So this is the campaign bus. And it's the campaign bus because we're going to throw in advanced strike craft in all of it. And we're going to throw in some long-range lasers. I believe the mining drone laser is reasonably long range. Range 30. Range 40. Range 40. 30. 50. 50. Okay, so let's actually go with an energy siphon. It's not the medium energy siphon doesn't exist, so the medium ones have to be the railguns for range 50. So let's get some range 50. We'll throw on some barrier point defenses to stop missiles, and then down here we can have hyper shields. We can have crystal infused plating, and we can have an advanced booster and some afterburners. And we're going to give it the artillery requirement. So it's going to hang back and act as artillery. So it's going to fire from a distance. So there's the campaign bus design. We're going to get rid of Wugner because we don't want Wugner. And then we're going to make another design for the battleship. And this is going to be our close-in battleship. This is going to be a broadside bow. It's going to be a broadside core. And it's going to be a broadside stern. And then we're going to go cloud lightning, phase disruptors, and we're going to make it a line fighter. We're going to give it shielding, crystal defense armor, we're going to give it afterburners, and we're going to give it auxiliary fire control. And this one is going to be door-to-door campaign. Hey, Puffing Glider, welcome to the stream. So now we've got some pretty nasty things. And what we can do is in the Fleet Manager, we can actually tell you to have some campaign buses. Not enough for adding this ship, dang it. So let's add in 2 campaign buses to this fleet. So now we're going to build 2 campaign buses. And that's going to be pretty cool, really. Because 2 campaign buses is going to allow us to basically set up a big old fighter wing, just flying fighters in as fast as we can. And getting fighters on the ground nice and quick is a really good way of actually winning battles. Getting fighters into the air, because especially if the enemy's low on point defense, which a lot of the enemy are at the moment. Campaign bus who destroys the door. Exactly, exactly.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
That's exactly the point. We're going to break down the doors. So I want you to head down here.
Research complete.
Achievement unlocked, the other side. So now we can start doing gateways. We could go with plasma cannons or torpedoes. We don't really need them. I'm just going to go with upgraded shield points. Anyways, what's this game about? If you've already told me, that's because of lack of sleep. When a certain amount of time, I just literally black out. So basically, this is a 4X strategy game. We're trying to build an empire. My empire is the Polyticks. We are a political power. We aren't really a battle fleet. We aren't really warriors. We're designed to be politicians, basically. We have a couple of vassals who are pre-space species that we've lifted up into space travel. We've also got a vassal that basically got stuck behind an enemy race here. No pie, smash all doors. This got trapped behind a spacefaring monster here, so it got very small, so we vassalized this one and just forced them to be our vassals. These guys and these guys, however, we basically bribed into being our allies. We gave them thousands and thousands of minerals and energy so that they would be our allies in a federation. And now we're just trying to mop up and reach the victory condition. Stop up for a second, I thought your picture was a squirrel, but then I looked. I was wrong. Greetings from New Baldorak. Things are progressing well here at our new colony. However, we have a small request. Chabak Ra, one of our colonists, misses her family and friends on Baldorak terribly and wants to go home. Her whining is driving us crazy. If it's not too much to ask, could you think about taking her back? So this is really interesting. This is a species that has no physical body. This is a species that is sentient gas clouds living in a gas giant. And their gas giant was being destroyed. And we went and rescued them. And because their gas giant was being destroyed, we picked all of them up in giant specially converted ships filled with gas canisters and transported them to another gas giant. And basically, we've just been looking after their species. So they're friends with us, and we are kind of running around and doing little tasks for them now and again. But they're trapped. They're non-corporeal creatures. They don't have access to bodies. Like they can't build their own spaceships. Book crossing day, yay! So So they want us to pick someone up from Baldorak here. Do we have a spare science vessel that's not doing anything? No, all of our science vessels are busy. In which case, here on Republic, you build us a science ship. And that's going to be really, really quick to get into existence.
Complete.
And we just colonized a planet, I believe. We'll get a few more power plants up and running. We'll get a space shield generator up and running just in case anything becomes too serious. And we'll throw down some mineral processing plants. But yeah, we should have the... There we go, science vessel produced nice and quickly. And we need to give it a leader for it to do the job, but that's fine. We'll just give it a general... Ooh! A psionics expert. Sure. Let's take a psionics expert with us. After all, they are a gaseous species, and they don't necessarily have everything it takes. So let's do that research project. Let's transport them across to another world. I have to go to school now. Okie dokie, Star Pup. Try not to have too bad a time at school. Me and Bad Wolf might be doing some more Vermintide later on if anyone would like to join us. Vermintide 2, that is. Scientist has leveled up, but not importante. Thank you very much, Star. I hope you also have a good stream. Or good school, or good day. Good stream, good day. Ooh, our president developed a new trait. He developed Eye for Talent. Leader level cap +1 and leader experience gain +20%. Nice. So now you can see that we are drawing her up out of the gaseous cloud.
Colonization in progress.
And we've got 2 more colonies being set up, which is good. Having new colonies being developed all the time is a good thing, because even though you throw them into sectors, you start to get less out of them. Having new ones constantly being developed means that you're getting more out of sectorization anyway, in the long run.
System survey complete.
Cute potato of a Malaysian tapir. A cute photo of a Malaysian tapir. Okie dokie, Kurumi. Thank you very much for popping in. Much appreciated, dude. And we're almost done transporting her to her new home.
Special project complete.
There we go. And then I'm just going to immediately disband it. I don't really care about the minerals it cost me. So our ships are almost here. We've got a few like little reinforcement fleets coming in behind, but nothing major.
Research complete.
Ah, you were wrong, Greg. It was research complete, not construction complete. So we could go with sort of like faster speed time. We could go with better destroyer hulls. The better destroyer hulls for 8,000, I mean, that's only going to be 20 months. And it will give our destroyers additional hull points, which is pretty good. So we've declared war on these guys, and actually no one's actually gone to war with them yet. I mean, our war exhaustion is higher than theirs just because of attrition over time. I don't really need the citadels, though. So... yeah, let's get you guys here. And then we're just going to basically roll in and just stomp our way through this upper part of the Empire. I'm assuming that claims have already been put down by the Chinnor. Yeah, Chinnor already have claims on this area. Polyticks are now leading the Federation. Awesome. So let's pause. Federation ship designer. Okay, the Federation ships aren't too bad. So, Federation fleets. You 3 Federation fleets. Merge together, please. So we have one Federation fleet. In the meantime, let's just crush a few stations. Because over here, these stations are just a couple of hundred each, and we've got a combined total of 24,000 rolling round.
System survey complete.
So literally our guys are going to warp into this system and immediately crush them. Oh, and the Chinor actually joined us. In fact, the Chinor got there first. I'm mildly impressed the Chinor got there first, to be fair. Citadel can lead to mega engineering. I don't really have any mega engineering structures available, like pre-built ones. My only way of sort of progressing up mega engineering would be to actually build one from scratch, and that takes a lot of resources. We've got some more colonies being established, which is good. That would be this one. We can actually set up a nice... should we set up a loop clinic? +5 happiness. And up here we can set up a gene modding clinic. And we can set up a spiral power plant. And a normal power plant. It is worth it. The 1,200 energy from the Dyson Sphere. Very much a nice thing to have. But on the other side of things, I don't really think I need to do that. We are actually travelling along behind the Chinor. So the Chinor are actually doing all of this themselves, which is mildly impressive, really. My armies move here. Because I can guarantee you they're trying to take this planet. Oh no, it's an inhabitable planet, not an inhabited planet. Oh! So when we finish this war, which hopefully should be reasonably easy to finish...
Colony established.
And there we have another colony up and running. That brings us up to 8. Down here we can have a gene clinic, and down here we can have a loop institute. Bye, Endy Pearl. Prefer the science station? I can understand that. Like, if you're going for a science build, it is the way to do it. They're both coming down to the front to do their upgrades anyway.
Research complete.
So there's a +5 habitability on all planets. We could get the starbase capacity up, energy storage up. Let's get defense army health up just in case. Defense army health up just in case.
Hostile station engaged. Hostile station engaged.
And we're handing it over to the Chinor, who are slowly getting to be larger than us, which is something I'm not a big fan of, but
Construction complete.
we might as well adapt into supremacy, because why not? Ooh! Titanic life forms.
Situation log updated.
So the Titanic life forms allow us to get Titanic beasts as
Construction complete. Enemy troops landing.
Titanic life study failed. Ooh. So that's a small problem. We've got Titanic beasts attacking us on here, and we have no defensive armies. Okay, so we're going to lose this planet because the Titanic beasts are going to take it over. Okay. Frustrating, but not the end of the world. So what kind of starbase is this?
Planet lost to invasion.
This is 2k. We can crush 2k easily with what we've got available.
Ships upgraded.
Oh, wait, what? Why can't we... Oh, because the Chinor have already taken this one. Wow, the Chinor have just stormed through here. They were slow to arrive, but when they got here, my god. They took everything really quickly.
Incoming transmission.
From the Carabar as well. Oh, wow, and these guys invaded at the same time. Crikey. Okay. Well, we're a little bit behind the times. We might as well head down here then. So we have psionic armies, hypercoms forums, habitability. Let's grab some psionics. Psionics isn't a bad chain to go down. We'll move our transport fleet down here. Kind of wish I could settle it, because I am technically the leader of the group at the moment, but I can't settle the war because I didn't start it, even though technically I am the leader of the Federation. You would think the group that is in charge of the Federation... No. No. You... Survey. 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 There we go. New election campaign. Have we got anyone who would be useful? Destroyer build cost, naval capacity and leader level cap. Space-based modules. Actually, the guy who's going to win anyway is quite good. I'm going to throw some support behind him just to guarantee it. Wow! Okay, we've just kind of eaten the entire top of their empire in a few minutes. Okay, let's invest and get the 1,000 unity out of it.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, let's go to factions and turn off the Xenophile promotion. That's not factions. That's factions. Imperialist, progressive, Xenoist. Stop promoting. That gets us a little bit more production, and most of our guys are reasonably happy now. We've got 23 people who are in the Spiritualism Council who don't like us in the slightest, but I don't care. My armies weren't needed down here at all. In fact, my armies are so not needed down here. I'm tempted to move literally everybody to this point. If I move everybody to this point, I might actually just be able to roll in and stomp these guys. They've got whoa, they've got 80,000 there. Maybe not, because between all of my armies, I've got about 40,000, and they've got two 40,000 armies there. I wish I could build a station here. Like, what's this sector called? This sector is called Arcturus. So can I just ask you for Arcturus? Offer trade deal. Demands. No, I can't just demand a sector. I kind of wish I could just say, give me a sector. See this sector here? I want it. Because then I could start sealing these guys in. We're slowly winning the war, which is fine. Get some hydroponics down just to make sure we don't run out of food. And we'll continue to clear all of the blockers on the planets. Just to make sure we're clearing the planets. So that's actually sitting in our planet list, having been invaded. It's quite interesting that it sits in our planet list. And just like, no, this is your planet. Like, you're going to have to deal with this at some point. What if I don't want to deal with it, Dad? Yes, I know, I've got unemployed pops. They are moving a few hostile fleets around, but literally the entire top of this empire is ours. And these guys, I think, may have already taken this planet. Is there no planet? Where are the planets for this race? Ah, they have a planet down here. What's its defense like? 400. Okay, that's not terrible. Let's actually move our armies down forwards into here. Because we've got 278 worth of armies, we can help out the Vinius anyway, if necessary. It would have been nice to get hold of some of the Hawking Beasts, but let's do citadels. Into the citadel construction. You never know, we might have enough time. We might have enough time to get... We bring alarming news, the Polyticks friends. Contact with our colony on New Baldorak has been lost. No longer respond to our satellite transmissions, and we fear the worst. Perhaps aliens have bombarded our original homeworld, have returned to finish the job. Please send help to investigate.
Situation log updated.
Right, we need to send another ship back to New Baldorak. So, you... set yourself to that fleet stance, and then... experimental warp drive! Whoop! What on earth is the deep sea? Oh, the deep sea is a battleship that hasn't actually added itself into a fleet. Okay, well, go join Anchor Fleet then. Hey, Patrol Gaming, thank you very much for the share on Twitter. Much appreciated. Okay, fine, we'll give you something to do. Here, build a shield generator.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Get out of there. What? What? Why are you just...
System survey complete.
Emergency warp out, please. Okay, fine. Coast. Come down here. Apparently they need a little bit of help. Which is a little bit pathetic considering, you know, how many of them there were here, but apparently they need a little bit of help. Even though, you know, we should win this war with our eyes closed. Apparently we won't, because apparently they're idiots. Upgrade all the things, upgrade all the things, make the planet better, upgrade all the things. Ooh, you can have an upgrade. You can upgrade the fortress, nice. Perfect. He's also a natural telepath. So we're getting into the psychic bits as well. So where is this Fevrillon planet? Wait, what? Why are the Chinnor bombarding my planet? Oh, I suppose because they're trying to get rid of these. So where's my next nearest planet to that? Bayu. You have a planet in you, don't you? Or you just have a station? You just have a station. Markaz, you are a planet. You have 2 planets. Perfect. Armies.
Complete.
Build me a few psionic armies. And you build me a few psionic armies. And then a few robotic armies. And you build me a few robotic armies. Lovely.
System survey complete.
Let's get fire rate plus 5%. Might as well. See, now we're just letting them take back their stuff. Why are we letting them take back their stuff? Seriously, the entire of this thing is being pushed back by a single group of 3,000. Because all of the Chinnor fleets decided to fly all the way up here to bombard a planet. For no reason whatsoever. Come on, capture them. Here we go. That's better.
Construction complete.
Now, you guys. They actually managed to take any of this back. They took back this one. So head down here and take this back, please. Yes, I know we're at max storage for our resources. Chill, people. I wish you could kind of combine fleets together into like a master fleet group. That would be useful. Being able to combine stuff together into like a master group.
System survey complete.
Need 670 to claim that. Thing is, if I could claim one and get it and end the war, then I could actually start expanding myself. Oh no, they've laid a claim on one of our systems. Oh dear. I have a feeling they're not going to win. Ooh, that actually became mine. So no one's laid a claim on this sector, so as long as I take the sector, it becomes mine. Nice! So I don't think anyone's laid claims down here, which is good. So let's just trash these guys. They're not going to last more than a few seconds against these fleets. Excellent. So now, let's start moving fleets. We'll move... Actually, no, we're all... This guy's taken here, so we're just going to move straight down into Parsacs. And the thing is, if we can take Parsacs, that's their only entrance into this area, and we can actually start reinforcing it as soon as we own the station. Well, that didn't work. They sent like 100 forces against us.
Construction complete.
$2,400 station. That's not a bad station. And we are gaining control of it. So what we'll do is we'll leave the coast here to bombard this and to guard the system. And then Pagin can go down here and claim this, and Lugwon can go along to here and claim that. And we'll leave these guys coming around the bottom here. What we can do, because this is the only only entrance into this section of the universe for them, what we'll do is we'll just lock this down with a decent fleet. Stellaris equals homeworld. Not quite. Stellaris is a lot more like Space Engineers or something, Space Empires or something like that. It's a 4X strategy rather than a real-time. Well, it's a real-time 4X strategy, but it's a 4X strategy rather than a battle map strategy like StarCraft is. Cute. And you, I'm actually going to, once your station wakes up, going to actually reinforce that station as well. So this station. We can throw down some reinforcing platforms, and we can do the same here. We have some stuff that lets us put down 8 reinforcing platforms just on a basic thing. Hey, Tracy Jane, welcome to the stream. How you doing, Tracy? We are currently playing a little bit of Stellaris. Just currently wiping out the last few empires in a cluster. So how's the planet bombarding going? We're slowly destroying them. I mean, they haven't got a particularly good planet here. If I had a planet cracker, I'd just blow it up. I'm okay, Tracy, I'm okay. It's pretty good if you enjoy 4X strategy games. This is the late game section of it. So I'm basically just sort of going around stomping now. Seriously? You guys want to bring in a fleet of 1,000 versus a fleet of 4,000? Well, you can try, but you're kind of outnumbered. You're kind of outnumbered by much, much superior forces. Hey, Bradley Chai. So we've got some armies on the production at the moment. And we've got this planet up here that we need to take back. I think it's Jabbath that's been taken over. It's Feralion. Where's Feralion again? Oh yeah, it's over here. So we need to send our armies over here because... yeah, that got taken over by a... Well, no, I'm not going to respond to that. Like, I don't feel like responding. If that's going to make you pissy, then don't watch the stream. Like, I don't... I don't see why I have to respond. Why do you feel entitled to a response? So we're just stripping away their ability to own stations and sectors at the moment. 2 health ability plus 20%. Nice. The moment people start to get pissy with me because I haven't responded to something, that's a guaranteed moment when I'm just going to go, okay, well, I'm not going to respond to you then. Literally a 248 state. These stations are not going to stand up well. And if we have a look at what we can lay down, this is the same level station as that, and just thanks to having these 4, we're up to 1,200, and we've got another 4 coming in. So we're going to get this up to about 2,200, a station up to 2,200. And that's actually pretty... like, it's costing us money to lay down defensive platforms, but I don't think in the position they're in at the moment they'll be able to break that level of defense. And it's a nice mix of missile platforms and AoE platforms. And so I'm just laying down the... Dang it, you had claims down there. Just laying down the defensive stuff as much as we can. So what kind of defense power is that? That's 3,000. I think we could probably take that reasonably easily. We've got a 10,000 fleet here. And we should be getting a decent chunk of this empire as well. Bombardment is going okay. Yeah, we're wiping out enemy groups reasonably quickly. I'm going to change my name and profile pic. Okie dokie, dude. That's fine. More than welcome to do so. So we've got a few gateways tucked around. So let's start working on gateways. It costs 8,000 energy a time to reactivate gateways, but I'm going to start reactivating some gateways. We can afford to reactivate them, and it will make moving around the Empire much more easy. So we've got a gateway down here. That's in their space, so we can't ask them to reactivate it for us. Fair enough. We've got a gateway down here. Ah, they had a claim on that system. Dang it. But why? Yours is the most polite name ever. You literally greet everyone. Exactly. I like his name. I like Hello's name. Dang it, someone else owns the fleets now. Who's taking control of the fleets? The Chinor have. Dang you, Chinor! Mildly frustrating because that means I won't gain access, I won't gain what the fleets take, but...
Construction complete.
Okay, there's nearly nothing left. I just need to get a single ship down onto that planet. Land me armies. I should have enough army here. So actually, the Chinor are actually helping us take this planet back, which is very nice of them.
Complete.
So you guys don't actually have to come up here. You guys can come down to this planet and take this planet over for me. Because the guys I've got up there will be perfectly capable of taking over this planet up here. Taking it back from the hulking beasts that took it over.
Incoming transmission.
In fact, we don't even need to do anything, I don't think. The Chinor are doing most of the work. So let's bring our armies down through the atmosphere. Very much so, Arca. Total War is also a 4X. So games that are classified in the 4X genre are things like Total War, Civilization, Stellaris, Space Empires 4, Grand Strategies. You've got Hearts of Iron and things like that. They're sometimes... Or the ones that are even bigger scope than this one tend to be referred to as Grand Strategies, and these ones tend to be called 4Xs. It's very much like Civilization in space in that you manage planets, which are like your cities. You build and move things around. I take it the buildings being ruined are on this planet. Yeah, the buildings being ruined are on this planet. And it looks like our army is going to take nearly no damage because the Chinor took most of the front. Which is fine by me. Like, I don't mind the Chinor taking most of the damage. The Chinor taking most of the damage is the best thing that they could possibly do for me. Civilization, Stellaris, things like that, yeah. Where's our spaceport that's under attack? Okay, so you see they brought in 1,900. So they brought in a decent-sized army here. But because we've laid down these defense platforms, we've actually got a really heavy-duty station here. We've got, what, 6 defense platforms down. And because of that, even though they brought in enough, technically enough ships, we're going to destroy them. You can see that we've got missile ones and we've also got carrier stations, and the carrier stations are launching little attack fleets that are swooping around and destroying stuff. So even though they sent in a big enough force to take the station, we still managed to beat them back. Let's get the 0-point reactor. Well, this is one of the smallest settings this game can go to. This is one of the quickest games this game can go to, and it's taken me 3 pretty dang long streams to get through it, to be fair. So, yeah. Our defensive platforms are in such a state now that basically I'm securing these areas not by building stations, but just by throwing down defense platforms. And the funny thing is, these aren't even the best defense platforms we could build. We could build better defense platforms than this. We just haven't particularly bothered. You know, you guys could come and invade this planet anytime you want. They have no defenses left. In fact, they have pretty much nothing left. Speaking of which, we probably should put some of our planets into sectors because we're about to get some planets via conquering. Dermouth, you are ready to go into a sector, so where are you? You're down here, or you're up here. Okay, so you can go into Congress, because Congress is not far from you. So, Congress, you take over this planet and this planet for me. Thank you very much. And actually, yeah, let's close that one. Let's open Syracuse. And Syracuse, you can have Selnok as well. Thank you. Hey, Martian friend. What the epic G's was that? That was, what did I miss? How's the glorious politics? The politics are doing pretty good. We lost control of the Federation fleets, so... But we've got control of a reasonable amount of this sector down here. I mean, these guys are being forced back into this and are pretty much done with the war. And for the most part, we're just kind of happily ticking away and... we also found out that if we throw down defensive platforms, we can get these from 320 up to 2,500, 2,600, something like that. So we're able to throw down a lot of defenses. We lost a planet to giant hulking beasts, but we got it back, so no harm done. Ooh, I'm in a negative balance for energy. That's a small problem. Well, we can solve that easily. We can sort of top this up easily by going to our sectors and just saying, right, you have 41,000 energy. Thank you for topping me up to 41,000 energy. Look at that. We topped up almost to full energy. In the meantime, we need to kind of start laying down some more power plants. And upgrading power plants we have available. So, power plant. Power plant. Power plant. Yep, I'm trying to rule the universe with politics. We are the politic. We are the politic. And if we have a look at the species manager... the Polyticks originally started off as these guys, who were a tropical habitation, intelligent, charismatic, but somewhat quarrelsome race. We then got obsessed with a space worm god. One of our scientists tried to use genes from the space worm god to engineer us into a better species, and infected our entire population with a retrovirus that turned us into these guys. For a short period of time, we did have some high breeding ones on one of the planets, but they died out. We then brought the space worm from another dimension into our dimension. He immediately turned our sun into a black hole, but he made all of us radioactive. So we now have a large number of radioactive Polyticks. So the Polyticks, yeah. And also my ship designs are the political rally, political power, the campaign, paying for votes, the campaign bus, the door-to-door campaign, the smear pack campaign, and the blackout the press. Blackout the press being the one that defends us from missiles. It's the one with the point defense drones. So blackout the press defends us from being hit by, you know, smear campaigns. Yeah, I know. The Polyticks have had an interesting arc, shall we say. The Polyticks have definitely had an interesting arc as a species. The reason we're losing so much power, by the way, is just because of the sheer amount of war we're undergoing at the moment. We are doing a lot of war at the moment.
Planetary invasion begun.
Yay, we've reactivated the gateway. Awesome. Politics are literally fucking everywhere. Exactly. We are the poly... Have you seen the Empire map, dude? So this is what the map looks like. This is one race, another race, another race, another race, and this is me. And this is a fallen empire, which isn't going to get any bigger, but it's very hard to deal with. But if I turn it over onto racial things, this guy, and this guy are all our vassals. They basically all belong to us. They're all our pets. As is this guy. This is another pet down here. These guys are ones that we all lifted up. So these were pre-space civilizations we found, and we lifted them up from pre-space civilization to full civilization. Then we've got these guys who never managed to get any bigger than this, so we just vassalized them. And then we bribed these two races into being in our federation. These guys we paid about 20,000 minerals to. And these guys we paid about 20,000 energy and about 15,000 minerals. So we basically paid both of these species to be our allies. We are true politicians. And now we're restoring gateways. Awesome. So now that we have access to this, I mean, this thing can have 14 of these defense platforms, so we might as well. Could you not have named the defensive strip the Donald? He wanted to build a wall. 1 second. How do I rename a station? I'm pretty sure you can rename a starbase. So yeah, we are pretty successfully taking over this place. And we're reactivating gateways left, right and centre, which is brilliant. I do want to get hold of this one, which is a gateway one. It's got 4,000 in it, but we do have the defences to manage that. Do have the ship power to manage that. And then we have this, which is Sarsak Prime. Where is Sarsak Prime? It's down here. Let's throw that into the sector, because it's pretty much ready to be in a sector now. Takes away a little bit of our energy, but it does free up some space. So what about parsecs? Have we actually got control of parsecs yet? No, because we haven't finished the war yet. That's fine. We haven't finished the war. Let's get some more power plants down. I did have a race called the Trumple Dumps at one point. Wait, what? Okie dokie, Arkin, no worries. Hey, Shana and Ellie. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Shana? No, that's why I can't see ships, because I was still in the management tab. Not paying attention, droid. Welcome to the stream, Shana.
Construction complete.
Yeah, you're not going to last long, I'm afraid. Even against our weaker, less upgraded fleet. Ooh, hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who are you? You're an independent nation called the Blood Host. You're a Galleon-class pirate that's coming in just as... God damn you, Galleon. Good, thank you very much. I'm glad. I'm glad you are good. Had nearly no shields, but God, these things have a lot of HP. Luckily, we've got some pretty powerful ships on our side at the moment. So we're just going to eat through its hull. Just swarm it. Plasma thrusters and... what have we got? Small crystal-infused plating. Okay. Not importante. Once you've upgraded once you've sort of repaired yourself, we'll take that over. And we've got a disabled gateway down here that once we take this sector, we can start building. Excellent. It's not that complicated, Puffin. For the most part, the main thing about this sector is just sort of 100% militarist ethical. Okay, that's fine. For the most part, it's not that complicated. It's just to do with just chilling and remembering to click buttons at the appropriate moments. What have we got? We've got robot manufacturing, whirlwind missiles, mechanical population templates, and robo-modding. No, let's do whirlwind missiles. Place this guy with a fortress just to deal with a little bit of unrest. That'll get rid of some of the unrest on the planet. So we'll take this one as well. We'll just kind of wrap this area up. I don't think they've got a planet in... Ah, they've got a planet in this sector. Okay. That's fine. We can move 2 armies down to here. You, once you've finished repairing yourself, need to start throwing down defensive platforms so that you are in a fit state to defend yourself against any attacks. But I don't think they've got much. They've got a few little areas here and there, but nothing of any real significant value. I mean, one of the reasons we are sort of using up so much money at the moment is just because of the defensive platforms. Our starbase upkeep has jumped up because every time we lay down a defensive platform, we have to pay for it.
Station under attack.
Oh, yay. Let's see. Shipyard build speed, shipyard upgrade cost, claim influence cost, army damage. Ooh, let's take the army damage as we're about to invade a planet. Okie dokie, Shana. Thank you very much for popping into the stream.
Construction complete. Research complete.
So what's the defences like on this planet? Literally one. Land immediately.
Planetary invasion begun. Enemy planet secured.
Excellent. So that was nice and easy and quick. So we're just going to trash their last remaining few forces. I mean, to be honest, we own a decent subset of this area down here, including one of the gateways, which means we're actually going to be locking the enemy out, or locking the allies out of this part of the world. Maximum occupation garrisons, energy storage. Let's get ecological terraforming.
Complete.
So this should be one of their last areas. I love that their fleet basically immediately walked away. Ooh, this is a tough old station. What have you got on you to make you so tough? I'm guessing it's got quite a few gun platforms on it, as each gun platform increases the overall HP of the station. Hey Arco, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, man? So when this war finishes, I should either win a victory immediately through domination, or I should win a Federation victory. Because we only need another 3 habitable planets for a Federation victory, and we're about to gain a lot. And I need 18. I needed 18 planets, so we've got 1, 2, I think 3, and we've gotten another couple of inhabitable planets somewhere else. And now we're just going to start bombarding these guys so they can't build up any kind of defense. Bombarding's pretty vicious. It will do damage to the planet, but we don't really mind that it's doing damage to the planet.
Construction complete.
Just throw down lots and lots of power plants on the planets that can take it. We need as much power as we can get our grubby little mitts on. Although we are back into positive with the power. So what's the point of this game? The point of this game is to take over the universe. Survive the disasters, survive all of the things that happen that are negative, and take over the universe. It's not really anything else to say, like... Planet Planets has pop that lacks buildings to work. Well, go work a building that has... Go work a tile that has a building then, you twits. I don't have anywhere to work. Walk 10 feet. In any direction. Polyticks is still such a stupidly hilarious pun. Hey, Bacca, welcome to the stream. So, I mean, they're up to 84%. I doubt they're going to last a massive amount longer in this war. And once we defeat them, once we finish this war, I mean, we should be pretty much done. So a prequel to Half-Life. No, it's a 4X strategy game. It's like Civilization or Hearts of Iron or... any one of like 100 other 4X strategy games. What's their strength now? 180? We've got 160 waiting in orbit. So it's full life. Life and a half. 1 life, 1 half-life, 1 life and a half. Was it 1 life, 2 half-lives? 2 lives, 2 half-lives, a life and half a life. There we go. 2 lives, 2 half-lives, a life and half a life. Just a quarter. You're a strange one, Backer. How's your day been so far today? Okay, so they are now weaker than us. So let's land an army. Nope, I'm not the Combine. I am the Polyticks. So you can see that the way the game works is we fight army to army. The more recent version of the game does a front-based one, so the first 5 armies of each side fight in a front. He's the Polyticks trying to rule with politics. Exactly. Admittedly, at the moment I'm invading. But that's not to do with my political agendas. The invasions is solely because these guys refused to do politics with us because we were friends with the Chinor. So, because they refused to do politics with us because we were friends with the Chinor, I kind of had to... Do they own anything anymore? I think this race only owns like 1 sector now. And I have a feeling the Chinor might take it pretty soon. At which point, I'm pretty sure the fight just ends. Like, if you take all their sectors, I'm pretty sure the fight just comes to an end. Although possibly the Chinor aren't going to take it and they're just going to sit there like lemons. My day is pretty bad, to be honest. My throat hurts like hell because there's summer flu going around. It hit me like a truck. I also have a sore throat, and I'm kind of crossing my fingers and praying I'm not getting the flu. Actually, through the medium of plasma beam weaponry, but yes, close enough. A lot of my ships use plasma. Phase disruptors. Actually, not plasma. A lot of my ships use phase disruptors. So, have you taken over the planets? You haven't taken over the planets yet. You've literally bombarded them until there's nothing left, but you haven't taken over the planets yet. Great, I guess I'll have to do that. That's one thing this game is terrible for, is this game is really bad at actually taking over planets when it goes to war. Dropping agendas from orbit. Exactly, I'm dropping those political agendas like they're hot. So let's go and save these people from being bombarded into dust. Because they've already been bombarded to the point where every single planet, every single building on their planet has been destroyed. Like, there's no defenses here, guys. All you have to do is land an army.
Planetary invasion begun.
Planetary invasion will end almost as soon as it's begun. Yep. There's no planet here. There's no planet here. There is a planet down here, I believe, that needs to get taken. Yes, there is. Have you been bombarding it at all? No. Okay. And actually, we'll buy a general for them. Let's find a decent general. Plus 20% army, 10% army morale. Yes. You can be the general for this fleet.
Construction complete.
If I hadn't been too ill to work, would be my last day before I have 3 weeks off. Oh, it's always the way that you get sick just before you get some days off. It's always the way. Oh wow, they've been bombarding all the planets. They actually do have some decent invasion fleets here and some decent bombarding fleets as well. I mean, this place only has 260 strength, guys. We don't have to bombard it. We don't have to bombard it. We could just invade and just kill enemy soldiers rather than bombarding the civilians from orbit. Or, you know, you could bombard the civilians from orbit. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying that bombarding civilians from orbit is evil or anything like that, guys. I'm just saying that politically it would probably look better if we didn't. Politically, it would probably look better if we didn't bombard them from orbit.
Construction complete.
This is the small problem with being in a federation. You kind of don't have control over what your federation partners do. Just land the armies. Stop the bombarding. Stop the bombarding. We don't have to do this.
Planetary invasion begun.
So I've got a group of robotic assault droids and some psionics as well. So we've got robots and psionics. Bombs are cheap and soldiers aren't. Actually, actually fair twos. In this game, bombs are free and soldiers aren't. So yeah, you're probably right. It wouldn't be politic ally correct to bombard them. Exactly, they're allies of the Polyticks, and it wouldn't be correct for them to bombard from orbit. Politic ally. Oh god. Oh god, the puns.
Enemy planet secured.
Okay, so are there any more like planets we haven't taken? Because seriously, these guys should surrender now.
Construction complete.
Have you taken the planet? God damn it, people, take the freaking planets. Why does it take them so long to take planets? They've taken that planet, good. I presume they've taken these planets up here because they've owned them for so long. Federation victory. So we federated together, and if we go by planets, the Zarkon Confederation actually had the most planets. 27 planets in the Zarkon Confederation. They were part of our allies. We had 22, the Chinnor had 15, and the Vryn had 6, the Onak, which were in our Federation, had 4, and then there were 4 little guys with 1 each.
Research complete.
This game is the prequel to Starship Troopers. So, we actually won a Federation victory. How's that? We actually won by taking over the universe as a Federation. So if we just continue, let's see what happened. Did we hand back? Wow! It was a war of claim rather than a war of conquer, so we actually handed back all the stuff we'd taken over. Oh, you sods! You absolute sods. We handed back everything we'd taken over. Well, isn't that frustrating? But yes, we won a victory, guys. So, thank you very much for watching. I have been the Gaming Droid. This was Stellaris, and we just won a victory as the Polyticks. I will see you all in another stream. Bye-bye, everybody.